Pleasant good morning to each and everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Titans of Democracy right here on the street, 919 FM. Let me thank the Heavenly Father for bringing me here safe, sound, and all together in one piece. Pleasant good morning good on to my entire family. Good morning to the lovely Miss Sharon Felix, Mr. Dominic Ramin, and the entire families. Good morning to you, all our callers, all our listeners, all our viewers online. For those of you that are always locked on with us, it's always a pleasure to have you guys right here on the inside with us. I also say good morning going out to my friends and family in Tobago. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing fine. Good morning, Tante Pat and Melissa. Hope you ladies are doing great this morning. Pleasant good morning also going on to the management and staff of the street, 919 FM. Good morning to Mr. Iwer George and his entire family. So, as you know, we open up the lines to take your calls this morning. The lovely Miss Felix may not be in with us this morning. Yes, don't worry, she's not too bad, but she will not be in with us this morning. So I'm in the hot seat for today. So we're going to take your calls, 342-0081-466-5391. Caller, good morning.
Blessed morning to you, Bruce.
Morning, my brother. How are you this morning?
Really good to be in the land of the living.
Yeah, man.
As the saying goes, God is always the boss.
For real.
Morning to Sharon. Blessed morning to Dominic. And by extension, the Titans of Democracy and the world of everybody listened to my Prime Minister last night. And as usual, Stuart Young. And the abstaining opposition. And the pests and them who cutted all the wire, the copper wire and so on. What the world you want to do to this Beltran Island state of ours? These annoyance, these pests who have no love for country and the street and the money, taxpayers' money. Let me say morning to Sister Jenny, Sister Carol, Mommy Sauce, Mr. Chance, our constituency guru, Mr. Barataria, Rowley Jr., Brian, Mount St. George. We go to tell them go to hell. Oi, mano, Shak lady, Miss Hyderabad. Locked on as usual, my brother. I always tell you, Dr. Rowley going to be the biggest nightmare. The never ever was about country, always on taxpayers' money. And as Mother Tranapuna said, they're not coming back. I hope she recovers soon. Locked on as usual, my brother.
Yeah, man. Bless up. Caller, good morning.
Children, I say praise and praise his holy name. Give your love to Jesus. Morning, Bruce.
Morning, man.
Morning. Morning to Tobago. Morning, Salman. Morning to Human Over. Good morning to Pastor Street. 1285. Good morning to Guildford and good morning, Machine. Rise up and good morning to you. Brother Student, good morning, Mr. Bartaria. Mount St. George, morning. Mr. Chance, good morning. Jenny and Carol, good morning. Good morning to everybody who is listening. Just remember, their prayer this morning for this country. Dr. Rowley, as I always say, mash the extra board and spring corner when you have to. Keep your safety belt on. So, up to everybody. Farmerman, Bataya, everybody. Umanoga, Malcolm and Gemma, Toronto, the people of Bonnet Gardens and Mount Hope. Good morning to you, Miss Friday, good morning. And the Repoli family. Good morning. Have a nice one. Dominic, Bruce.
Oi.
Have a nice one.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Bruce Wayne. Thank the Lord for being the land of the living again.
Morning.
In a bright and sunny morning to your family. Blessed love. Blessed love, Miss Sharon Felix, also for the family. Blessing goes out to Dominic and his family also, and each and every one of Trinidad and Tobago, like Mommy Sauce, Angie. Blessed love to Mr. Lapuna. All the blessing goes out to her. Hope she's back and have someone to take care of her in Jesus' name. Mr. Napuna, you know, that Gemma was asking for you. Gemma, blessed love this morning to you. Blessed love to Miss Thomas, Isabel, Jack Lady, each and everyone else up to Titans of Democracy and calling blessed love to you all. My 4 boundaries, past street mover, Beatum, Chumaka, Paradise Side. Let us keep that blessing. Keep that blessing. Don't let Satan get in. Young fellas, too much blood on the street, too much. Gonna open our eyes and watch and see what is going on. Only my skin color is just going down like a hatred that ever just blown all you. All you only taking lives. I don't know what is the reason and what behind that. But God is the boss and God knows the right thing, right? Because who passed them out on this country, they will have to pay for that. Because that's the worst thing they know what to do. Yeah, because my spirit telling me that is not a right thing. Something is wrong somewhere, right? Manu, blessed love to you, special darling. Mr. Chance, blessed love to each and everyone. Deep South, all, right? Let us keep that blessing flow. Mr. Iwer Jordan, Prime Minister, is trying his best, but I always say, who God bless no man close. You hold on to that balance wheel. Still don't let at all like man. So you just keep pumping that wheel. Just keep going. Don't let go. God is the boss in all hands. Thank you, Mr. Bruce Wayne. Right? For taking my call this morning.
Take care. Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Bruce Wayne.
Morning, my dear. How are you this morning?
Hi, dear darling. I know you going, everything cool?
Yes, everything is good.
All right. Well, I want to shout out to everybody, Trinidad and Tobago, good morning. And all your bless up the Titan, Manu, Shak Lady, Mr. Napuna, morning, Sharon, Mommy Sauce, and everybody, good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. And good morning to my dear Prime Minister and his family. Good morning. And morning to Dominic. Good morning to everybody. Morning, and have a blessed day today. Okay?
Yes, my dear.
All right. And stay safe.
Yes.
Okay?
Take care.
Very much.
Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Lucy.
Morning.
Good morning to the whole of Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to my cousin-in-law, Muscati Street. Good morning to my family. Good morning to Mr. Napuna. Mr. Napuna, I'm praying to God for you. And you're not feeling well, but God put God in front, and He's going to take care of you. Good morning to my friend, Miss Roma Roach, also a good listener of your station. Good morning to Mr. Monk St. George. May God bless you. Good morning to my Prime Minister and his whole family and the whole group of good morning. God bless him. Okay, Lucy, and today is my first daughter birthday. Her name is Golda Richard Walker. Today is her birthday, and yesterday was my granddaughter. God just forget me again. Shade Richard Nicholas. Yesterday was her birthday. And today is my daughter Golda Richard Walker. Today is her birthday. So pray God, all God blessing on them, and Lucy, take care. God is in control, and He's going to take care of Trinidad and Tobago. We just have to keep on praying and asking God to bless our country and change what is taking place, because God is the one. Let us put God in front and we ride behind Him. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. Amen. Okay, Lucy, stay strong, my brother. God is with you. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
342-0081-4665-391. Those are the numbers you can call me up in in just a little bit, we're going to get into the papers for today. Wednesday, the 24th of August, 2022. So that we now have no more calls, we're going to get into our online papers for today. So, headlines in the Express: HDC makeover. Cabinet considers restructuring housing body into 3 companies. Report sent to police. Children's Authority case management process for Hope was started. And Helping Hand. So let's get inside and see what's taking place. The Marak mystery. Before roads began, a long regression into one big pothole, Trinidad was on its way to developing a truly impressive transportation network. We had the, hold on, let me get in. See what it's saying here. Right, we had the oil field roads. Right. We had the oil field roads, the sugarcane roads, the timber roads, cocoa plantation access roads, and the roads developed by the Americans during World War II. Okay. Kamla Knox Agri Forum. Opposition leader Kamla Prasad-Bissessar said the recently held Agri Investment Forum and Exposition was an $8 million papi show that would have no benefits. Hold on. That would have no benefits for actual farmers in this country. Anyway, HDC makeover. Cabinet is considering a new structure for the Housing Development Corporation, HDC, which will entail 3 subsidiary companies. The disclosure was made yesterday. Where is it? Right. The disclosure made yesterday by Housing and Urban Development Minister Camille Robinson Regis at a function where keys were handed over to HDC recipients. Ferguson to government, fix crime, fix that. Household twice, retiree 67 on bail. A Santa Cruz man who allegedly sold the same house twice was granted bail in the sum of $50,000 by Justice of the Peace Ann Rodriguez Guerra last Friday. Midday storm wreaks havoc. A powerful midday thunderstorm caused flooding across most of the country and felled a tree on Western Main Road in Carnage. Murders in Port of Spain, Arima Maraval, 4 more dead. 4 men were shot dead in separate incidents along the east-west corridor between Monday night and Tuesday morning. Road rage in Point. Bar owner called to move car, then gunned down. Don't look for Superman. Commissioner of Police's gang warning for deadbeat dads. Okay. Anna's body found. Woman shot during football match. And these are the stories that are making way in the Express at this time. So let's head over to the Newsday. In the Newsday, Speaker attends CPA conference in Canada. WASA begins repairing leak that caused St. James sinkhole. Screams of grief for murdered Gonzales man among 5 killed in 18 hours. Prime Minister promises bonus to health ministry workers for pandemic service. Police officer tips on identifying fakes. Royal Caribbean recruits more from TNT. Silver Dollar Casino robbed of $92,000 in cash. Mohit, government must help vulnerable children return to school. Duke invests in $4 billion plan for city of Roxborough. Robinson Regis, more housing construction coming. Leak leaves parts of North Trinidad without water. 3 more COVID-19 deaths on Tuesday. Kamala alleges PNM interference in judiciary. Murdered Curepe woman to be buried on Wednesday. Well, that's today. Elderly woman's home still damaged. THA awaiting funds. Alleged Facebook thief arrested. 2 men killed on way to work from Arima. So why have up this put here? I don't understand. HTC worker shot dead in Sawa. Laventil man killed in drive-by shooting. Chief Sec, 60 years too long for Tobago autonomy. And these are the stories making way in the Newsday. So we head over to the Guardian. Well, the headlines in the Guardian, they haven't updated it yet. So Prime Minister appointing Gary as Commissioner of Police, biggest mistake in my life. Slams Anil for disgraceful attack on his wife. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says his decision to accept the Police Service Commission's choice of Gary Griffith as the best option for Police Commissioner was the biggest mistake he has made in his life. Cancer-stricken Sanjay dies in India. Children's Authority to visit abandoned baby girl Wednesday. HTC to be restructured into 3 companies. Minister promises no job cuts. World Food Survey finds startling fallout of pandemic. Trainees skip meals, sell assets to survive. WASA hires help to go after bad-paying clients. Credit checks to help recover $600 million. Security experts tell TTPS to standardize its uniforms. Cops probing 5 more murders. Attorney wants Law Association to probe judiciary's COVID protocols. Scrap iron workers join taxi drivers, Barpoor residents in fiery protests. Weather forecast, okay. Prime Minister tours 3 UDCOT construction sites in Port of Spain. WASA leak causes sinkhole in St. James. Kmart Jordan named Guardian Media's new managing editor. Ministry of Tourism completes 2nd phase of Royal Caribbean recruitment. 3 COVID deaths, 295 new cases. Trini head of Florida NAACP resigns citing racial marginalization. Water supply disruption in parts of central Trinidad. So these are the stories making way in the Guardian, the Express, and the Newsday at this time. And as we always advise you to go there, get the papers of your choice, see what's going on, read up on those stories. So, story in the Guardian. Prime Minister appointing Gary as a Commissioner of Police, biggest mistake in my life. Slams Anil for disgraceful attack on his wife. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says the decision to accept the Police Service Commission's choice of Gary Griffith as the best option for Police Commissioner was the biggest mistake he has made in his life. Speaking during a People's National Movement meeting in Belmont last night, Dr. Rowley said his decision was then based on his belief that he should allow appointments of the best people the country had to offer for various roles, regardless of their political affiliations. This, he said, saw the appointments of former UNC ministers in various other roles. However, on the appointment of Griffith, he said, and that is why when the Police Service Commission said that Gary Griffith was the best person for the job, as Commissioner of Police, I take responsibility for giving him a chance, and ladies and gentlemen, that is the biggest mistake I have ever made. Noting that an audit of the Firearms Department of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service had just been completed, he said it makes very, very troublesome reading. He also slammed opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar for refusing to reprimand Senator Anil Roberts for his recent attempt to scandalize and disgrace his wife Sharon. Ladies and gentlemen, I must say it is painful to watch a female opposition leader tolerate and encourage that on the grounds that leave me out of all your bacchanal. That is the same leader who went in the parliament with Vanilla Allen and Wade Mark and Munilal and put on the Hansard that I am a rapist. Bring a picture of a house inside the parliament, blow up a house and come and tell the parliament, in this house, the opposition leader raped somebody. After that, I don't expect anything from Kamala Persad-Bissessar more than the worst. So when Anil Roberts prepares videos and tried to scandalize my wife, all I could tell Anil, I could take horn, and if I get one, I ain't sending nobody to kill nobody. Earlier in his address, Dr. Rowley said he'll be instructing the finance minister to put into the upcoming 2023 budget a separate and special payment for every member of the Ministry of Health for their efforts during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. He said budget day will also be September 2nd. He said he hadn't told Finance Minister Colm Imbert yet, but said one had to understand that it means to be in a position where death is the outcome, and yet people buckled down and stayed in rooms where the disease was to fight for other people. He said he was brokering no objection from anyone on the payment. We're going to do it as we can afford to, Dr. Rowley said. Dr. Rowley said it wasn't to say government didn't recognize what the others did, but those who walked the extra mile rose to the occasion, and the health services were there for the people. And we must be grateful people, he said. He said he expected objections about that and people saying, me too. But I'll say I hear you and understand you, but you were not doing what they were doing. He added, citing health sector personnel who stood in the breach for TNT. He lauded Chief Medical Officer Dr. Roshan Parasram for leading the health team. Commit the man and commit the hour. I don't know what TNT would have done in this pandemic without Roshan Parasram, who led the Ministry of Health team. While Dr. Rowley admitted the crime situation is unacceptable, he stood by National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines. He spoke after Hines and Energy Minister Stuart Young giving accounts of issues in their respective portfolios. Dr. Rowley said, I congratulate my colleague Minister Hines, who gave you that synopsis of what we're doing in the many areas of national security. And I congratulate Minister Young for his summary, much information that's new to you. He said nobody can say in TNT didn't have an unacceptable level of criminal conduct and violent crime, some approaching senselessness. But he questioned how that would change if the National Security Minister was changed. If that was so, it would have changed under the PP government, as they had 6 national security ministers plus a state of emergency, he said. He said TNT had a national security minister giving the details of what is being done on the issue, adding the crime problem was not unique to this country and noting that TNT, Jamaica and St. Vincent were all buckling down to fight the issue. Yet the opposition leader, who has nothing to offer, says there is blood on the Prime Minister's hands and Hines must go. I just had to read that article there. So guys, I'll open up the lines to take a few of your calls before we go to the break. So you can call me at 342-0081 and 466-5391. Caller, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Morning. Are you hearing me?
Hi, morning.
You hearing me, Bruce?
Yeah, no hearing you.
Yes. Morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Well, as you the UNC official name is the Cabal now. It was a long time, but it is official from last night. And the meeting was really informative. A lot of things we did not know, we know now, right? So I want to see what is the Cabal next move them, right? And I will say again, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, great is the PNM. We shall and we will continue to prevail. Thank you for taking my call. Have a blessed day.
You too, man. Take care. Bless. Three 4200814665391. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Batman.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
Doing well, but I can't talk long. I'm getting ready to go. I have to be early today.
Okay.
God bless everyone. I'll be listening while I go on my duties.
No problem.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Yes, so guys, the lines are open 342-0081, 466-5391. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Yeah, morning to TNT at large and the 91.9 family, Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been looking at the news and trying to figure out if any one of those institutions quantify the amount of cables, the value of the cable that has been lost over the years. I'm talking about this year and last year.
Mm-hmm.
Over the years, TSTT has been complaining about cables, the manpower, whatever it cost them to bring it in, and the labor, the total package,
Mm-hmm.
and presented to the OWTU and all who want to work and say this is what the country has lost because this is sending the country backwards. When you look at infrastructure and you look at the destination where you want to head, this is sending the country backward. And those people who want to walk around like if the scrap iron people and them is so innocent, somebody has to be buying that, and somebody has to be sending it away.
True.
Because it can't be here. The reason why they don't want the ban because they want to sell out what they have. I agree with the ban because two people can't go down like that and they're getting too bold with this thing. This is nonsense. This is nonsense. Something has to be done. And I agree with the 6 months ban. Have a good day.
Thank you. We've been seeing that. If it has nine areas where you can take this, come on. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Brother Bruce. How are you?
Hey, Mr. Achai, cool. How are you doing this morning?
I sit down listening and watching the clouds and watching the movement, listening to the movement of the people in Trinidad and Tobago, especially in Tobago. Now, Bruce, I cannot understand this scrap iron people and the union. As the last caller said, if you quantify the amount of cable that these people cut down, and how much it costs PSCC to put it back, they walk into a WhatsApp pumping station or what, take out all whatsoever they. Now people don't know that cable that they cut off from WhatsApp, that piece of cable, is nearly $30,000. Sorry. Nearly $30,000 you have to pay for that. And these people just cutting down these things. People have the pipe on the roadside that WhatsApp connect, you're cutting off the connection. The union is coming out to say nothing at all. I sit down and hear they talking about I go in and drive with the people. And you know the same people calling and say the gas price why? They quarreling and say the gas price why? And those, I'm not talking about Tobago. Those are people in Tobago claiming that they're not getting paid for 4 fortnights and so. People in agriculture and so on. And there are teams going in Nevis. Imagine they have a agriculture expo in Trinidad. But you're sending people in Nevis to show Nevis planting. The Prime Minister of St. Kitts and them was here. You would have sent people in Trinidad to talk to these people. You're sending secretary for agriculture team to go Nevis. What the secretary could do? The technocrats have to go and see about that. The other one, we have a mad thing going on in Tobago. You send what's the joke in Dubai. You say you have to report to nobody. You send what's in joke now in New York for Tobago Day. Spend so much money to say you have a forum. The forum have about 27 or 25 people in the forum. What I'm asking, I want to know the cost. How much the team that went, how much people go? Because they said they would have talked to Tobagonian when they're doing anything, consultation. And what to do can them keep on going all about spending the assembly money. We want to know the cost, the amount of people that went to what to do, and the cost for that. Because it's just a foolishness taking place in Tobago. And people just sitting down there and then saying a word. When the past regime was there, if they go to the hospital and spend 5 minutes, you get it on Facebook and talking all that. How the air condition in the hospital not working properly, a lot of things. And those, I have more to say, but let me pull aside and give other people time to talk. But those, as old people say, time longer than twine.
Yep.
And the longest prayers have been morning, Bruce.
Morning. And with that, guys, we go to pay some bills and we will be right back. So keep it locked. We'll be right back.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM for the program The Final Hour with Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr. and his wife, Nikki Garcia, for the Bible study every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mark chapter 16, verse 15 says, "Go into all the world and preach this gospel for every creature, for I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation."
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
You are invited to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour Family Radio Ministry every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Check out the Children's Hour Worship Ministry of the Word and the Family Forum every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The Law and You every Friday evening from 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. All night prayer live on the Street 919 FM, designed with you in mind. This program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, "He had showeth thee, O main, and what doeth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with thy God." Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222. In the name of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly. For further information, call 753-1133 or email us at church668hope@gmail.com. Reggae Rock Sundays featuring MC Duke and Selector Kutchi present Reggae and Rockers. On board the Embassy Yacht on September 24th, Republic Night. Boarding 10 p.m. and sailing at 11 p.m. at the Hyatt Waterfront in Port of Spain. Get your reggae groove on. With top DJs, Selector Kutchi, Bruce Wayne, TC, and Heavy Duty. Early bird tickets cost $150. After that, you pay more, $175. For tickets, call Selector Kutchi at 777-7909 and MC Duke at 349-4121. Reggae and Rockers Republic Night. No oversized coolers allowed. Don't miss it.
This is 16.
Welcome, one and all to the land of death. Trini to the bone, Bego to the bone.
On August 31st, we celebrate 60 years of paradise, 60 years of innovation,
60 years of champion, 60 years of freedom. This is 16.
Come on down to the Queen's Park Savannah on Independence Night for the fireworks display and the A-Team Band alongside all of your favorite artists.
Action kicks off at 5 p.m. Fireworks at 8 p.m. Admission is absolutely free.
Follow us at Forging Forward TT on Facebook and Instagram for more details.
Every Friday, it's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays with MC Duke and Selector Kutchi from 6 straight to 9 p.m. blazing all the latest and past soca hits. So remember, make it a line, make it a day, rock and come in, you know. It's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays on the Street 919 FM. You don't know.
If you're experiencing pain, constipation, headaches, poor blood circulation, high or low blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, swollen or darkened feet, come visit us at Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle offer a wide range of services. Come and experience our new 3D analyzer, which allows you to have a look inside your body. We also provide live blood analysis, iridology, ionic foot
detox with foot soak and foot massage, aquatherapy, full body massage, and organic supplements on sale such as Nano Silver, Nano Zinc, Body Light, cold pressed sesame oil, and more. Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. For more information, call 275-8359 or 288-1108. Join Nicole Huggins for Health and Wealth Lifestyle Tuesday morning from 11:05 to 12 noon. Right here on the street, 919 FM.
Tune into the street 91.9 FM
every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
for the Repairing of the Breach radio program with me, Bishop Showinau Thomas.
The scripture says, "And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Thou shalt raise up the foundation of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairers of the breach, the restorers of the paths to dwell in."
Don't miss it. Repairing the Breach radio program with Bishop Sherwin R. Thomas on the street 919 FM every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Join Pastor Kelvin Heinerine and friends for The Way, The Truth, The Life Radio Ministry, a Church of God ministry, live on the street 919 FM from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. This and every Sunday on the street 919 FM. Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father except through me." John chapter 14, verse 6. For further information, contact 686-3845, 349-5178, or 342-7303.
Good, that boat I'm looking like it real bad.
Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say, book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion leaving from King's Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy leaving from Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, or email us at coralvisiontT@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Hey, that boat I look like it was wet.
Together we aspired, and together we have achieved.
We have achieved 6 decades of independence.
We must continue to embrace our watchwords:
discipline,
production, and tolerance.
Our national flag belongs to all of us.
So let us move together, hand in hand,
to create a better
and safe
Trinidad and Tobago.
Happy 60th Independence to Trinidad and Tobago from the street 919 FM family.
Happy Independence, TNT.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Yo, this is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
So welcome back. If you're just joining me, you're locked on to the street 909 FM. This is your Titans of Democracy with Bruce Wayne. Yes, I'm in the hot seat this morning. So you can call me up. The lines are open 342-0081 and 466-5391. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, Bruce, Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, man.
And you know one of the most important things that struck me from that meeting last night is we know we have a crime situation, right? And when the Prime Minister said everything they tried to do, the cabal, and I'll call it the cabal is supported at all. And that is one of the reasons why we have this. It is a contributing factor then also in the crime situation in the country, because certain bills they want to pass, nice, at least then to have things under control, and they refuse to support it. And this is the problem we have in. You can't tell me our government is office so long then, and every single thing they do nice, they condemn it. Even with the COVID, they try to save life. They send them to court and they lose all the case. And these are the people that people following. You know what worse to me is the citizen of this country who put in the support and voting for these people. You know, if these people decide to look at country in the way it's supposed to be looked at, nice, they will get rid of the UNC and vote for country and not party. And that is what alarming, you know, is the people in this constituency putting them back in office continuously to be MP and to be councillors and things. And that is the worst part. That's what hurting me, Chris. So have a good day. Thank you.
342-0081-466-5391. Caller, good morning.
Uncle Bruce, morning.
Morning.
Good. I didn't get into the greeting time, but get in now. You know, glad to get in. Morning to every Titan. Professor Chance, Principal Dominic, Vice Principals. You all know who you all are, you know. Auntie Sharo, morning. Let me get into it. Miss Sushila, every single thing that Dr. Rowley bring to Trinidad and Tobago, you are negative to it. What is the problem? Were you going to say that is $8 million waste of time? That is what you're saying, that the Prime Minister of Guyana and these other countries and from Barbados and whatever came to a waste of time forum. Miss Shushila, what is the matter with you, lady? You build a heliport in your yard in the Philippines to travel from the diplomatic center to the Philippines because you did not live in the diplomatic center, which is the official Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago resident. So then that is what? That wasn't millions of dollars waste for Papi Show? Lady, you know what are you doing to Trinidad and Tobago? Everything. I have not heard that you all have supported any single thing that Dr. Rowley or the government in power has done, has put forward for Trinidad. Even the scrap iron people who encouraging people for stealing government property. At Church Bell and all, they went so far to steal, and you all still supporting these nonsense and not doing anything about it. Dr. Rowley, you are my Prime Minister, you are my countryman. I love you bad and dearly. And I want you to continue to do what you are doing. You are doing it for Trinidad and Tobago and not for party. All who don't like it, let them leave Trinidad and Tobago and go elsewhere. Let them go to hell, as that same lady who I talked before about said. Because I don't understand what is really going on. Mr. Archer, it is said that is $40,000 that your Deputy Chief Secretary used and went to Brooklyn for Tobago Day. And I know Tobago Day because I've been there many times. When it's $40,000, it's on the Facebook. So let them, you don't want a breakdown, ask them for it, but it's $40,000. And this is the foolishness that is going on in Tobago. Just the same behavior. What did UNC did for Trinidad and Tobago? What they did for Trinidad and Tobago in the 5 years they were there? Let them point it out, and then we'll compare.
342-0081-466-5391. sleeping. Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Jen. How are you doing this morning?
I'm okay. Morning to all the callers and listeners on 91.9, all my golden girls, Marathon Puna. I hope you're feeling much better. Mr. Chance, Zena, Manu, Brother Sterling, Taria. Oh God, the whole crew is so much people. So, but everybody, good morning. Bruce, yesterday I would have heard a person calling and would have said that it had nothing to celebrate for 60 years. And here people identify the person of he's an Indian person. And I just want to ask all those who say we have nothing to celebrate for the 60 years, especially those who are persons of Indian descent. I want to ask them if their family or their family members were part of the foreman team that went up to Marlborough House when Dr. Williams went up with Sir Ellis Clark and others with the draft constitution of Trinidad and Tobago to get our independence from England. And they went up there to stop that. I want to know if their family was a part of that group, because then they will really say it has nothing to celebrate for the 60 years because they went up to stop it. I want to ask them also if their family members were part of the Indian Association of Trinidad and Tobago back then, where they were saying they were going to train Indian men to fight and all that, and they will, if England gives Trinidad and Tobago its independence, they're going to mash up police stations, well, civil unrest and sabotage, mash up bridges, and they're going to perpetuate violence of people, the Negro people in the communities. I want to know if their family was a part of that, because then if the family was a part of that, they wouldn't be happy with what's happening in Trinidad. They will find nothing to celebrate. I want to know if the family too were members of who are pundits and going to, and the other intellectual going to the monteries and the temples and telling the illiterate Indians back then, spreading propaganda about people of African descent in this country. Because if their family were members of that, they wouldn't be happy to, and they wouldn't want to celebrate the 60 years in this country. I want to know also if their family members were part of Caroni, working there, and when Dr. Eric Williams had bought it from the white man, the colonials, and Trinidad and Tobago own it, to save 5,000 jobs or more, if the family are part of that. Because I want to tell them if the families are part of that. The same Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, who they want to hate on, when it was bankrupt, Caroni was bankrupt, and he was the Minister of Agriculture, he wrote off billions in debt at Caroni to save their job. When people on the team, the management team at Caroni was telling no sense to do that because if they're making money and all that, he wrote off the debt to make to make sure that they retain the jobs in Caroni. Not only that, when it closed down, them family get the biggest retrenchment package in this country and in the Caribbean anybody ever get. They get land, all kind of thing. Clause was on the land so they can't sell it. It was removed and they become millionaires. I want to know if them family was a part of that because them so ain't going to want to celebrate nothing for 60 years. I want to know also when letters were sent to the ambassador in America to put sanction on Trinidad and Tobago if the family was a part of that. Also when they went to Canada and says African Rasta man raping the woman and they run to Canada seeking asylum, and when the Canadian authority did the investigation, it was shown that is not true at all, and it was Indian men putting on African wig, Rasta wig. I want to know if them was part of the families who run telling that lie about Trinidad and Tobago, because if it was them family, they ain't gonna find nothing to celebrate for 60 years, because them so ain't want a black man who's skin black to be ruling them. So I want to know those who are saying, of Indian descent, who are saying you have nothing to celebrate for 60 years, if the family or family members were part of all these people I talk about. Because if so, they will really not want and love Trinidad and Tobago. But the Indian people in this country who standing up with all the brothers and sisters of African descent and others, I commend you and I salute you. But you all need to come out and speak about the things that some in your communities are doing, bringing down this country every day. And we're fighting and we're fighting. Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley and the PNM are fighting to keep us afloat, but only trying to sink us under. But it won't happen. Because I'm going to tell you, who job bless, no man curse. Bruce Wayne, thank you for allowing me this opportunity as usual.
Welcome.
Bye.
Take care. Caller, good morning.
A blessed morning to you, Bruce the Boss Wayne.
Morning, my brother.
Miss Felix, Dominic, all loyal listeners and callers, all who is live. Well, Dr. Rowley, congratulations. That is not the only mistake you make, you know. Gypsy is another mistake you make. And here, I'm putting this over. I know it have people listening. Dr. Rowley, when Gypsy soon finish as NCC chairman, I would like you to put Coco, right? The 60th anniversary of our independence, I would like the history of Trinidad and Tobago to be written by Dr. Hollis Liverpool. Give him that contract to write the history of Trinidad and Tobago. I think we'll get a perfect view and vision and history of Trinidad and Tobago through Dr. Hollis Liverpool. I want my grandfather back pay. Yes. Hit them hard. Because, you see, my wife, I alone know my wife. Nobody can tell me about my wife if you was watching you. Don't let people intimidate or try to bring you into dispute with your wife because you alone know her. And all husbands know their wife outside there, and all wives know their husband outside there. And who wanted to come in between those marriages, I don't agree. So people, hold on to your husband, hold on to your wife. Mr. Ferguson, all you really serious, all you want to scrap the whole of Trinidad and Tobago, put them in containers and send them outside and saying we earning foreign exchange. Callers put the view to this. One piece of cable, right? $30,000. But here how it goes. A scrap iron hustler, say $30 a pound per copper. 100 pound is $3,000. You could check what I'm showing you, Bruce. You take it?
Yeah.
But what the TSTT import, yeah, what TSTT import worth more than $3,000 for that 100 pound, if you understand what I'm showing you.
Yeah.
So when the infrastructure, government infrastructure is being stolen and sold for scrap, new cable, new brass, new iron to sell for scrap. And Mr. Ferguson telling me about bread and butter issue. The first thing is Trinidad and Tobago. You see the infrastructure, I wanted to stay intact. You see the copper, Dr. Rowley, the Minister of Trade and Industry, 4 years until they learn to leave every single piece of cable that the government put down, leave it alone till they learn to leave government property alone. And as I share, you see when the holy man with the car, that car is impounded, it cannot reach back to the owner. They have a hoist truck. We take up some blue steel being from Vancouver. We are looking for that truck. I want to hold that truck. If you was watching your Bruce. People are a hold for the cables and things. I wanted to give them stiff penalties. They must learn to leave government property alone. Thank you very much, Bruce.
Thank you. (3420081) and the 4665391. Caller, good morning. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Morning, mother.
Yes, Sharon, wherever you are, and Dominic and everybody else, good morning. We have to congratulate our Prime Minister, Mr. Stuart Young, Mr. Hines, that for all that wonderful report that they have given to us there last night. We are sitting here running around doing that. You want the light, you just have to turn a switch, touch a button. None of us know what, how, and whatever they were going through when they took over from the past government. And what I have to say, I now see why they want Mr. Hines to leave, because of the amount of things he has done, especially with the inmates in the prison. They don't want those kind of things because they had shut down the that school that government had before. And sometime I heard somebody say they will make the country ungovernable and all like that. And this is what they're trying to do. And what I should say also, they said party before country. So people, sensible people, let us don't be worried, because whatever they are trying to do is not to be Prime Minister for Trinidad and Tobago, because they are living in UNC. That is what she's going to be Prime Minister for, not this country, Trinidad and Tobago. So let whoever want to think about country, let they go to hell. They can't be Trinidad and Tobago. Okay? So let us not think that she would be coming again like where she was Prime Minister. PNM ain't going to build up the money again in the Treasury. For when they come, they walk in free and use it. And when the PNM came in in 2015 there, look at the hell they catch. None of us didn't know the problem they were going through to get money to keep us alive and pay public servants and everybody else. Let it stay there. They don't know anything about government, so let it stay there. Okay, bye.
Thank you. Caller, good morning.
Hey, Bruce. Morning, man.
Morning.
Morning. Yeah, morning to Mr. Farman Clem, Mr. Chance, Teresa Cliff. Welcome home. You had a safe flight. Miss Cummins. Bruce, you know what I had to call and congratulate our Prime Minister about, man? And Dr. Pashram and the health system for guiding us through this pandemic and keeping us safe. We was rated #1 under Dr. Rowley government by Oxford University of handling this pandemic. And also, Bruce, Piaco International Airport is rated #1 in the Caribbean. And that's under the leadership of Dr. Rowley. So I cannot see people talking about this Prime Minister, and all we are getting is rating of #1 throughout the world. We cannot remove Dr. Rowley and put any other government, because they cannot do the job like how Dr. Rowley has done it. We have seen it under the People Partnership, what he has done to our country. And also, Bruce, there's other world leaders coming to Dr. Rowley and asking him for advice about how to get money from the oil companies into their country. Bruce, so that's a man we have to keep there. He's a transformational leader, as Jenny and them say. That's the man to take us in forward, Bruce. You have a good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
How are you this morning?
I dey cool, a bit tired, but I dey cool, man.
Yeah, to be tired is you alone. Yeah, but I just want to say good morning to everybody. I heard Mr. Gandhi and all of them this morning, Mr. Watari, everybody. And I just want to say my management staff and everybody, happy good morning to you. And I want to say on behalf of my Prime Minister, he is a good shepherd. And a good shepherd look after his sheep. Black or white. We may be African or Indian, Indian have to remember, as African, we are all black and bleed the same red blood. We are no different. We think different. And as Animal Farm, some people feel that all of us are equal and some are more equal than others. That is what they stated in Animal Farm. Mr. Pig said that. Right? So, as Mr. Gandhi just stated that we are number one in the airport now. But how they get a rating is based on the fire service equipment that they have in the airport. And once you can handle these international disasters, which we could, that is how you get your airport ratings. So I just want people to understand that we can handle most things here. We can handle everything because nobody can handle everything.
True.
Can handle most things here. So, Mr. Bruce, you have a blessed day. Reach home safe and say hello to your family for me.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Okay.
Caller, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, morning.
Morning, my brother.
Yeah, man. Blessings.
Good morning and thanks again. I'm over, because the airport was rated. Go hear what they're telling me. Oh, the cow shed is, what they call it, a cow shed is rated number one. Because we transform the so-called cow shed into a diplomatic center. Right? And the way it is managed, so it has nothing to do with the building. It has to do in where the airport is managed. That is what rated number one. But you know something, Bruce Wayne? It amazes me, I see like I going back to on that Dole Chady. Yeah, Bruce Wayne, because I have a man get 15 firearm users license. He has no security service. I saw, what I'm telling you, I see black people killing black people. Right? At one time, black people was being paid to kidnap East Indian business people in this country because I had a big drug dealer was locked up on the attempt for murder. And there's a group of people wanted them gone. And he decided he want reparation for his money for where I put all it. And they started kidnap them. And they started use my kind to kidnap them. But now I see my kind killing my kind. Right? But the robberies that are going on, Bruce Wayne, for the past 3 weeks, high-profile robberies, high-low, the man with this hotel, and the man from Guyana, think about this, Bruce Wayne. How you know this man have this money in his house and when to go buy this man? Imagine the man drivers was able to take a truck and block the road and the police ain't reach. And Bruce Wayne, and the police is from their same community, right?
Yep.
I have a walk going down by high-low, Bruce Wayne. And take high-low weekend sales, Bruce Wayne. And you're here all the morning. You see what the Prime Minister told me last night? You see what Stuart, Minister of Energy, told me last night, Bruce Wayne? You know the debt they leave me? Over $1 billion that the people in Point Lisas suing the state, different companies, because of gas. And Bruce Wayne, they want to know where my money gone. Well, I hear what the Prime Minister tell them last night. It's either the road or save your life.
True.
So which one all you that prefer? I spend the money on the healthcare system and get all your food and keep all your salary that all you could, Bruce Wayne. Because if you listen to what Dominic said to you, and the Prime Minister said that again last night, if you don't make over $70,000, you pay no taxes. Because of that, motorcar in Trinidad and Tobago did not stop selling 2 years on that pandemic, Bruce Wayne.
True.
Not a motorcar salesperson going home all the talk about the economy. All you think, my money is still 7-1 and all you. You know what it takes to hold the TT dollar under a pandemic? No gas, Bruce Wayne. They signed an agreement with our company to take all the gas So you're telling me all these other petrochemicals companies in Trinidad and Tobago who generate US money didn't mean anything? Why would you do such a thing? And try to get the public servant to sign that contract. Yeah, what the Prime Minister tell me, the public servant put that in red, that they're not taking part of that because it doesn't benefit Trinidad and Tobago. That was said to me last night. And you want me to give, I want to hear them defend that. And you want me to give you an extra Bruce Wayne? Am I that foolish? Bruce, thank you very much. Enjoy your morning, my brother.
You too, my brother. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Bruce.
Morning.
Good morning. Listen to me. Let me solve this because it's slow, it's behind hand. They are watching on YouTube. Listen to me. Morning to all the callers and listeners. Bruce, you know what I had to say this morning? As the gentleman, and two of them spoke about the how Dr. Rowley will have this country as number one in different aspects. And how the people getting on. I want to tell the first gentleman, it's just we're going back to the Bible. A prophet has no honor in his own land. That is what killing people here. And let me tell you, as long as the UNC, that opposition behave how they behave in Bruce, this country will never catch itself to come to anything and for the youths to behave. They have no example for some opposition that say they are the government in waiting. And for how I hear the leaders be going on a Monday night. This country, the youths, I don't know, like everybody going crazy. And I am looking at the behavior of the opposition. I mean, you're opposition, yes, there are things that you would want to oppose the government for and all that. But everything and every day, when Dr. Rowley say the truth, talk what is going on here, she come in every night and it have a television station had to bring what she say against what he said. So it's a whole political whole year, every day and night. This country is in turmoil, oiled by opposition forces. At home and abroad, because they put it not all in a story out on the media on the World Wide Web. So the world listening to hearing them out there. This country, people here can't behave themselves. That is what I don't know how the youth get to. Like everybody has gone crazy. So that is it. Prophet have no honor in this country. And let me tell you, the people who's crying down Dr. Rowley, many of his own African people, they think that if the other side come in government, they go be any better. They weren't better. There was a year of the celebration of the African people, and that is the year when she did come in power, and look how many black youth she did lock up. And that is to tell her the respect they have. Them think that she would be any better. They will come there to serve themselves and to get fatter than what they five is how much money then return in the treasury when the dollar change, when the money change, Bruce.
I think is what.
So remind me, it's a 500 million dollars couldn't come back to exchange rate. That's what they want. They want them back there. Thank you, Bruce.
Thank you, Zena. Take care. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce. How are you?
Hey, morning, my brother. How you cool? How you doing?
You know, I listen to the lady now, and Tanti is not so much the opposition, you know, but it's really people who give them a platform, who give them an air, who listen to the foolishness, who continue to be so lazy that we always want something easy. We want free money because that's what they promise. But what people fail to realize is, Bruce, listen, You imagine you have your home and you make $10,000 a month, but you give out $40,000 every month. How long do you expect your house to remain standing, Bruce? How long? You cannot give more than you get in.
I always said that.
You see, now I listened to a guy from England when Greece had their problems. And the gentleman said it was astonishing to him why we somehow are surprised when countries end up in problems when they spend more than they collect in taxes. For years, this country has been spending more than our GDP, much less our tax collections. And this is why we continue to end up in this disastrous state, because we have been spending on a GDP based on a fluctuating asset. And as long as we continue to do that, we will always have problems. Now we have somebody who finally has some common sense. I'm sorry to put the rest of the administrations in that bucket, but many of them continue to do the same mess unabated and do not expect to suffer a consequence. And we, the citizenry, have gotten accustomed to doing the wrong things, wanting everything for nothing, and will support anybody who said, I will give you something free. Forget about my next generation. Forget about the children. And you know what, Bruce? We are the second and third and fourth generation who are now suffering for what was done before, where we were spending more than we were earning. Imagine we had, from 2010 to 2015, more money than 3 administrations put together was spent. If you add up the 3 administrations combined, in that 5 years, they spent more money than those 3 consecutive administrations. And they were spending and spending $360 billion in 5 years. And what did we get for it? Give people a few things free. If it was so great, how come we have so many people suffering now? Bruce, how come the 1% and them, when a thing go up and thing go down, they're still there? How come they're still afloat? Because their money was real. Their money continues to be real. And they know how to manage their money. Nothing was given and they just spent it while. What did they say? A fool and his money is soon parted. They give away money and people just spent it while. And now the country has none. We want it the same way as before. Or even better. And how much money we collecting in tax? They're fighting hard to prevent property tax because you know why? It will help the country get back on its footings. Not to mention, people can continue to steal land unabated. Bruce, we will do and do until we finally get what we want to know. A totally failed state where we will end up being the laughing stock of the world. People are listening all over the world to us and saying, but these people have to be totally stupid. You all try and have a nice day. Stay safe, not COVID still around.
Yeah, man, bless. Caller, good morning.
Hey, Bruce, good morning to you.
Morning.
To Sharon. You hear me, right?
Yeah.
Right. Morning to everyone. Mr. Chan and she, my colleague from Barrett's area, Jenny. And I'm calling these names because, Bruce, you hear me, right?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Right. And listen, that meeting last night with Dr. Rowley and his team, it further shaped this morning's contribution, Bruce. And I'm so not only impressed, but I feel so pleased listening when the quality of our contribution already made tougher in relation to national, the national purpose and national drive for citizens. And Dr. Oli made the point last night with respect to what you have as alternative leadership. And it's really sad for Trinidad and Tobago because he's going against the backdrop where, and Roberto said it, don't only study the leader, study the people who believe her, because they can't be so myopic and so cult-left that they can't understand that, hey, you're being led down a cesspit. You can't tell me 19-seater people don't know that Kamala Prasad is damaged goods. You can't tell me that Annie Roberts, who was allegedly seen in a video in a negative forum, that those are not negative people to run your country. You can't tell me Watson Duke, who is on a charge, is not ideal to run or to be a leader. You can't tell me that Farley, who adopted the policy of the UNC, is not a good leader. And it's a whole amalgamation of African and East Indian people who are so, are so totally displaced, but not enough to overcome victory to run Trinidad and Tobago. Tobago getting the full share now because, Bruce, I am so disappointed with Tobagonians who could not see the windsock that, hey, Farley and they, as bright as he is, adopting the UNC model. Now they're giving all the reason why people should travel, why the reason why this one should own 80 million in dip. And I'll go ahead. I read the things about Tobagonians, but learn the hard way and then we'll understand. In Trinidad here, we've seen leadership, strong leadership, where a man, instead of coming in a good conversation, talking about the Prime Minister's wife, Bruce, you know, on this radio station, we will be critical of Kamala Prasad, etc. But we never go down to Mr. Dr. Bisessa. We never go down to the woman's grandchildren. Her sister came in the spotlight because of money being used for travel. So everything stayed on point in the political circle. You have a drunk-looking man on social media and one on Synergy. All of them, sit down there and talking about a nice, organized woman who I met in West Mall. Bruce, the lady's so calm and nice. You could always pass her straight. Real humble, against the backdrop. Leader who have an agricultural base support and an agricultural expo forum, she degrading that. These are the things happening in Trinidad and Tobago. A lovely country, 60 years, where pensioners, the minute you reach 35, you get $3,500. The minute if you bounce your toe, a doctor can approve and you get $1,800. If your eye twists, you get money. Everything unlike other countries, and people till today being ridiculed and being embarrassed and being pulled down a drain where a man telling me the private wife on it. Now we know in Trinidad and Tobago for people 7.5 million, minuscule to celebrate independence, and Trinidadians and Tobagonians telling me that they should go to the poor. Let me end. Because you know what I keep telling people? I said it the other day, all original books tell you that the poor will always be among us. You know why? There are people, no matter what you do, will always be poor. But they must not set the benchmark for my development. It must not be like. Congratulations to Dr. Oli on his speech last night and his team. I am proud to be Trinbagonian. And for the UNC and what's in UCAND, I only will get a lesson, but we mustn't feel it the hard way. We mustn't get it the hard way. Thank you, Bruce. All the best. And listen, I'm really impressed with the contributors this morning.
Yeah, man.
Take care, brother.
Thank you. Yes, guys, I actually, as they say, threw the whole candle in the fire last night. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Morning.
How you doing?
Hi there, cool.
Yeah, good morning, Bruce. Good morning, Sharon.
Mr. Jones.
Good morning, all. Hello?
Mr. Jones? Is this Mr. Jones?
Yes, Bruce. Hey. Yes, Bruce.
Hello, the voice.
Yes. Good morning, all the Titans. Mr. Mount St. George, Tobago, yes. Tobago, all the people in Tobago, Maria Lyons, everybody, yes, with Archer, Mr. Archer, Miss Crosby, everybody in Tobago, International Titans, yes. Everybody, all the Titans. Pasty Street, 1285, Angie, where are you? Miss Malasunokun, I hope you're coming on. Yes, and the rest of the Titans. I want to take up from one when Rowley Jr. laid out. And he made the point about leadership. And that I think is a big thing in this country. And what is fighting this big thing called leadership is something called the big lie. If you listen to the Prime Minister's speech, you hear him talk about the big lie. And that is an international thing. Started since Cambridge Analytica, where you are making everything that is truth a lie. And he presented it as a fact. And you keep saying it again and again and again. And when you continue to say it again and again, it appears to be the truth. That is being saturated and promoted by the United National Congress in this country. And that is why I have no hesitation in describing the UNC as a political virus. In fact, last night I heard the Prime Minister refer to it in similar terms. And let's understand that. And that is why I want to say that what you see happened over the last few days with respect to the Agri Expo Forum didn't happen by zaps, you know. They didn't WhatsApp that, you know. That happened, the Prime Minister gave us a backdrop into that. And there's I want to touch on this morning. It was the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago that brought back what is called the CSME, the CARICOM Single Market and Economy, and brought back CARICOM together, you know. Between 2010 and 2015, CARICOM was on the ropes and on the rock, you know. It was a broken up community. The then Prime Minister spoke about ATM machine, and those people who were in disaster intelligence don't come here and listen to you. CARICOM was on the rock. Dismantled. We went together. What would we have done if we had a crisis like what takes place in Ukraine, when countries had to come together? The only way we could deal with energy and food crisis in the world is to come together. And this coming together came before, when Dr. Oli took over in 2015. He brought a conference with Trinidad, a Caribbean conference with Trinidad and Tobago, and bring CARICOM back together. Went to Jamaica to fix things. He spoke to Barbados and all the Caribbean countries to bring things back together because it was on the rock. So what you saw over the last weekend here, where CARICOM coming together and nations coming, it didn't happen by zaps. You didn't WhatsApp it. It took time and energy. And it is called the CSME. And the Trinidad and Tobago protecting the CSME is because you have an interest there. The Prime Minister said it last time, I'm going to say it again. 50,000 of our workers in this country depend on the CARICOM markets to purchase our goods. They work in the factories and the business places. If they don't buy our goods, all those 50,000 people have to go home. So when Kamala Prasad says she's not going to the forum, who's she fighting up against? And there's a split in CARICOM. What happens? Where we will sell our exports, we have the greatest interest to receive from the food security because we have the largest manufacturing sector in the Caribbean. Is we selling everything? So you understand when you do not talk about the leadership business? That is the leadership. So we are benefiting from it, and CARICOM is benefiting. So you find Guyana and Barbados, they come together with Trinidad, and Dr. Oli is taking a leadership role. You hear that word? Leadership role. In bringing CARICOM together. And as he brings CARICOM together, Trinidad and Tobago benefits. Because we in Trinidad and Tobago are the largest manufacturing sector, and we providing manufactured goods for the rest of the Caribbean. That is how it goes. We in Trinidad and Tobago, we receive $1 billion in US when we sell goods to the CARICOM. 6 billion, 7 billion TT dollars. And let me come quickly on to the next one with the energy part, where Kamala Prasad was talking about the what happening in America and what happening with that and trying to bring sanctions. Could you imagine that? Where we have literate people. Do you know why Dr. Rowley is seeking that linkage with Venezuela? It is because of trying to seek the interests of the people of Trinidad and Tobago, trying to increase our revenue, trying to increase our foreign exchange.
It is because of the Lauren Manatee gas reserve that is there. If we get that production of gas, it is going to help the people of Trinidad and Tobago because we will get more foreign exchange, more money to run the country. That is why he's doing that. He's not doing that for a conga dance. He's doing it so that we can get more gas. It's an arrangement. And we have international companies who already bought into the idea. It's an idea that is worth pursuing. And let me tell you why. You know, and she's saying, well, telling America, you know, what's all they're doing and stuff. Well, let me tell you, people of Trinidad and Tobago, on the 5th of March, I'm reading this for you, on the 5th of March, the United States, with its President Biden, sent a delegation to Venezuela to talk to them about oil. You hear that? On the 28th of June, he sent another delegation to talk to the same America who cannot tell me don't talk to. The America sending people to talk to Venezuela and cannot tell me we don't talk to Venezuela. And Venezuela is 7 miles away from we. Just a few miles away is Venezuela. And America leaving there and coming down there to Venezuela to talk to them about oil. But we mustn't come and talk to them about oil. Could you imagine that? And that is being sold to the public, to the people of Trinidad and Tobago? Well, we have benefits to get from it. Because America is seeking their benefit. America, and you know what happened as a result of that? As a result of that, let me read what is happening to you. It says that based on the, let me read, after the March talks and in response to Maduro's willingness to release two detainees in the U.S., some sanctions and reward of renewal of license for oil companies, including Chevron, to continue in Venezuela. So they have lifted some sanctions. I'm reading that from an article. They have made a little gesture.
Yeah.
So you don't want us to speak to Venezuela, where we can get some reward, some financial benefit for all the people of Trinidad and Tobago, whether you're in CPEP, URP, in the police service, the teaching service. If you get more revenue and more money to the country, it comes to the benefit of all of us. But don't talk to them. Talk to Guaido. That's what they told us. And we, the people, as all you are saying, we must follow that type of leadership. Well, I say no. I want to congratulate Dr. Rowley on all the moves that he's making. Those things are done in the interest. He told us that when he's leaving the country just now, he's going as the country's salesman to talk to other international giants. You know what he's going to talk to them about? About the interests of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. He's our salesman, and he's talking on our behalf to get the money to run this country. So I congratulate him, and I say to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, you've got to pay attention to leadership. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chance. So, guys, we're getting ready to go pay some bills. I have to go and take a little wash face, boy. It ain't good to be burning this candle, the whole candle in the fire, you know. So keep it locked to the Street 909 FM. This is your Titans of Democracy. We're going for a break and we'll be right back. Keep it locked.
your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
Anybody alive on the way?
In Trinidad and Tobago, there are so many things to talk about. Social issues, injustice, child abuse, domestic violence, political scandals, and much more. On HOTP, we will cover all that and much more. Don't forget, you can catch us every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday nights from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Facebook and Instagram. Hot off the press. Hot topics, no filter.
The steel pan, the only musical instrument invented in the 20th century, is a reflection of the perseverance and innovativeness of the people of Trinidad and Tobago, which have always been central to our development as a nation. And the steel pan story epitomizes this, carved out of life and struggle and determination, rising out of the spirit of the African drum. The steel pan stands today as evidence of innovativeness, creativity, and passion for life integral to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. My name is Kwesi Paul. Join me each and every Sunday from 9 to 12 on the street, 91.9 FM.
Hi, Trinidad and Tobago. This is yours truly, Pastor Charles, streaming live from Port of Spain, Trinidad, Marval Road, 91.9. Our services start from, 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning from the first, the second, and last Wednesday of the month. We are going to have a T-R-M-E time in the presence of God. We will be praying, praise God, for our nation. We'll be praying for families. We'll be praying for those that are sick and those that are in need. Tune in to the best station, 91.9 FM Street Live, Port of Spain, Marava.
If you're experiencing pain, constipation, headaches, poor blood circulation, high or low blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, swollen or darkened feet, come visit us at Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle offer a wide range of services. Come and experience our new 3D analyzer, which allows you to have a look inside your body. We also provide live blood analysis, iridology, ionic foot detox with foot soak and foot massage, aquatherapy, full body massage, and organic supplements on sale such as nano silver, nano zinc, body light, cold pressed sesame oil, and more. Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. For more information, call 275-8359 or 288-1108.
Join Nicole Huggins for Health and Wealth Lifestyle Tuesday morning from 11:05 to 12 noon. Right here on the street, 919 FM.
Good, that boat I'm looking like it real bad.
Are you ready for that boat experience again?
the Sea Champion, and the Embassy say book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion leaving from King's Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy leaving from Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, or email us at coralvisiontT@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Hey, that boat, I look like it as well.
Together we aspired, and together we have achieved.
We have achieved 6 decades of independence.
We must continue to embrace our watchwords:
discipline,
production, and tolerance.
Our national flag belongs to all of us.
So let us move together, hand in hand,
to create a better
and safe
Trinidad and Tobago.
Happy 60th Independence to Trinidad and Tobago from the street, 919 FM family.
Happy Independence, TNT.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio.
You are invited to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour Family Radio Ministry every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Check out the Children's Hour Worship Ministry of the Word and the Family Forum every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The Law and You every Friday evening from 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. All night prayer live on the Street 919 FM, designed with you in mind. This program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He had showeth thee, O main, and what doeth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with thy God. Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222. In the name of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly. For further information, call 753-1133 or email us at church668hope@gmail.com.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Yo, this is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
So welcome back. If you're just joining me, you're locked on to the Street 919 FM. This is your Titans of Democracy, and I have just a bit of information for you. Yes, people, it's that time again where we head back to school. It's a massive back-to-school sale now on at Sharon's One-Stop Bookstore. Get all your kindergarten, primary, secondary, and tertiary education textbooks and stationery, both boys and girls. We carry a wide range of school uniforms, including shirts, pants, overalls, belts, ties, socks, and more. Bring your list and our friendly staff will assist you. For all your back-to-school needs, visit Charon's one-stop bookstore located at Eastern Main Road, Sawa, Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna, and 2 locations, Level 1 and 2, Trin City Mall. Charon's one-stop bookstore has always been there for you. Call 663-1884 for more info or follow us on Facebook and Instagram. This is 60, Forging Forward Together. On August 31st, we celebrate 60 years of paradise, 60 years of innovation, 60 years of champions, 60 years of freedom. This is 60. Come down to the Queen's Park Savannah on Independence Night for the fireworks display and live music action with the A-Team Band, alongside all of your favorite artists. Action kicks off at 5 p.m., fireworks at 8 p.m. Remember, admission is absolutely free, so come out with your family as we celebrate 60. Follow us at Forging Forward TT on Facebook and Instagram for more details. This is 60, Forging Forward Together. Reggae Rock Sundays featuring MC Duke and Selector Kachi presents to you Reggae and Rockers on board the luxurious Embassy Yacht. It happens on September 24th, that's Republic Day, boarding 10 p.m. and sailing at 11 p.m. at the Hyatt Waterfront in Port of Spain. Get your reggae groove on with top DJ Selector Kachi, Bruce Wayne, TC and Heavy Duty. Early bird tickets cost $150. After that, you pay $175. For tickets, you can call Selector Kachi at 777-7909 and MC Duke at 349-4121. Reggae and Rockers. It happens Republic Night. Remember, no oversized coolers, no glass bottles allowed. Don't miss it. Champions, let's get ready to party in fine style aboard the Sea Champion. And yacht lovers, let's get ready to party on board the luxurious Embassy Yacht. Yes, for more information, you can call us on 399-5959, 280-7512, or email coralvisiontt@gmail.com. Join Pastor Kelvin, Harry, Narayan, and friends for the Way, the Truth, the Life radio program, Radio Ministry, a Church of Life ministry live on the street 919 FM every Sunday from 6:05 p.m. to 7 p.m. For further information, you can contact 686-3845, 349-5178, or 342-7303. And tune into the street 909 FM every Thursday from 10:05 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. for the program Straight and Narrow, The Way of Life, the health store, being brought to you by Mrs. Arlene Collins Mohammed. For more information, check us out on Facebook or Instagram at Straight and Narrow, or visit our website at www.opulence.com/Arlene for Life. You can also call or WhatsApp us at 309-4697 or 620-9379. So we continue to take your calls. You can call me at 342-0081 and 466-5391. Caller, good morning.
Yes, good morning, my brother Bruce.
Morning, my
brother.
brother.
Everyone on the platform and 91.9.
Yeah, man, blessings.
Together, we achieve. Together we aspire, together we achieve.
Yes.
Now, this takes me back to the election leading up to the 2010 to 2005. Now, 2010 to 2015, sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when the now Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, said to the last meeting in Bigger Martin at True Value Car Park, he said, I want you all to vote for the party and not the man. The party is bigger than the man.
Mm-hmm.
So when you all go out on election day, vote for the party. Now there's the opposite now. That one person is telling, don't vote for party and not nation. The nation is bigger than the party. The choices. And here what causing this problem today from then to now. I just going to read a little portion of scripture here. Let every soul be subject to the higher powers. There is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God. Whosoever therefore resisted the power, resisted the ordinance of God, and they that resisted shall receive to themselves damnation. Damnation means a curse.
Mm-hmm.
You have a meeting for the counselors to get development together. We aspired together, we achieve. You are telling them, don't go to their meeting because the Prime Minister will back at you. What are they benefiting? They prefer to march up along the place, protest, and don't come together to aspire and to achieve to get a better nation. You prefer to vote for a party than a nation, and they are telling you if you vote for a nation, go to hell. This is the problem today. When you resist the power, and when you have those who are saying whatever they want to the leaders of this country instead of pray for them, it's a curse or damnation onto that individual. And it will start from the leader of the opposition. This is what the scripture is saying. Once you have a bunch of individuals who don't care and getting on in this sort of way, is that spirit the Bible speak about. Curse or damnation. At the end of the day, they will want to know what taking place. But God is in control, no matter what.
Amen.
No matter what. Refusing to go to school and educate ourselves, bringing damnation to ourselves. Taking up firearms and going and kill each other for a few dollars or for drugs, bringing damnation. Parents who failing to discipline the children. Today, children making children, the older one gone. But then we are not listening. Because something will say, we hear but we ain't listening. This is a damnation to our own self. So God be the glory this morning. You all have a blessed day and we shall say.
You too, my brother. Have a blessed one.
Yeah.
Caller, good morning.
Morning again, Bruce.
Morning.
A caller in the last hour talk about failed state. I would like to tell him, as long as the PNM is in Trinidad and Tobago, it will never be called a failed state. You hear what I'm telling you, Mr. Caller? You see the gun crime? 1990, a man bring gun in the black community along the east-west corridor. I call it Satan. He brings Satan. And up to this present, 32 years now, Satan run things. They're running down one another, patam, pam, 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 pam. You've also showing you, Bruce. I watch a television program called Dead Man's Gun, and that is what I'm witnessing. Real life in Trinidad and Tobago, especially in Port of Spain. And that is what hurting our nation. The only thing that is hurting our nation is the gun crime. Every bloodshed. Mama cry, papa cry, sister cry, brother cry, cousin cry, frenemies cry. That is what's going on here right now. And they rejoicing, killing one another and rejoicing. According to the opposition leader, 3,000 black lives have been lost already. You was watching it because I'm hearing Sing, Gopi Sing, Changa Sing, Manga Sing. You was watching it. I hearing John, Joseph, Williams, Felix. You was watching it. These are the names I hearing that is being shot and killed every day right now. And you know, it ain't no stopping any bloodletting, you know. As I say, 32 years now it's going on. Because it was brought in here by a man and it's satanic gun. The gun is Satan. And I telling people, that is not the way to go. Bury the gun instead of burying all your friends. Now, I would like to say this. Mrs. Kamalik, Robinson Regis, and MP Adrian Leons, good work in the housing, but I know we can do some more. I would like to say this. Identify 40,000 acres, and don't say you can't identify it, you know, because Caroni have lands, Petruchin have big lands. And along the East-West corridor, we could get some land. 40,000 acres you have to identify in the next 7 years that we can accommodate all applicants in HDC, whether it be housing, lot, apartment, whatever, so that housing will be taken care of within the next 7 years. This is how I see it. And the one with the same unions and them supporting the scrap dealers, and they want to come and march. According to the last caller, only bringing damnation on all yourself. Together we aspire, together we achieve. And if only will continue being opposition to what the PNM government is doing, damnation. Thank you very much, Bruce.
Yeah, man. Caller, good morning.
Bruce, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Bruce, you ready to any candles away? Max, yeah. You will not nothing you in.
Leave it there. You're breaking up.
You hear me now?
Yeah, you're breaking up, man. I want to hear what you're saying. You're breaking up.
All right, let's move on a bit. Hear me now?
You're still breaking up.
All right, I'll try to call you back.
All right, no problem. Caller, good morning.
Praise God, Brucey. Way.
morning.
Yeah. Jesus, morning. I very something here. Way the guy before the video, but I get so tricky and it's ringing, but he's talking so marathonish. Gosh. But thank God the video he end up talking up and I get through. Praise God, I get through. Right. Morning again to all Trinity Boomers and the Titans of Democracy. Morning to you, to Sharon and to Dominic, and to Mr. Chance and others, Barataria, and to Mr. Porter Spain, accept my sympathy. One love still. Right. Bruce, well, the union leaders and like they mix with some UNC, because you know what happening? They roughing onto straws too, Because let's assume that the police start to murder car thieves, right? Guys who stealing cars, right? No, I mean, I had a car. It was stolen 2016, the 22nd of December. And let's say, Bruce, police start to kill them. And, other car thieves just start to put up on Facebook. Oh, they're going to kill me and they're supposed to shoot on the foot. The union leaders may jump on that wagon too and the UNC. They will be saying, what are you killing them for? Try them in the court. I mean, that is my take on the union, Bruce. They're not easy. Bruce, is anything that's crumbling on to Bruce, anything for mileage.
True.
Scrap iron, that they're going on that too. Anything. But I listened to my Prime Minister last night, and Bruce, if people, most upstream Megonians, stop hearing and they listen, listening, It's a difference between listening, and hearing. If they listen, they will understand what kind of leader Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley is. He, joker leader like, he doesn't mix with no analytica, Because, Bruce, if you continue saying a lie every day, Bruce, after time, it will switch in your brain and it will start to sound like truth. Yes. So you see what happened? I realize Analytica will never leave this country, Bruce. It will, Bruce, Analytica will never leave this country because the Sunday morning jam and the Monday night for rum, they're making sure, and Bruce, I always saying, this is the first time an opposition party campaigning for 5 years, 2 days a week, sometimes 3, because last week, from the time the president reached after Ghana, the other press conference, right, in the savannah, in the Caribbean agriculture, the outside protesting the placards. Now, Bruce, remember the ADB, when they gave them a bag of money, what they did with it? They build a house, they buy best vehicle, but not the same. The government only farmers, money still there. Because, Bruce, if I give you $1,000 to sell, Bruce, do this, do that. But you ain't do it. And you come again and asking me for money to do the same thing. Bruce, I cannot take that chance to give it again. You know that? But we're going to spread the rumor. Oh, I ain't good, and I's a hater. I ain't like black people. But that's what you're doing. So, Bruce, I just hope 2025, the people in the East-West corridor don't get carried away, Because what the Duke of so-and-so trying to do, he's trying to sway the youths now. Don't vote. Anytime, Bruce, that is where they're heading, Bruce. They want to get the East-West corridor. And once they get it, Bruce, Lord, well, I may not be, after time, we will not be able to get, not you, but I mean pensioners. Ain't sure they're not, So I just hope that people keep looking straight ahead and have their head on. Well, thanks for getting through, and well, better still.
Amen.
Hello.
Guys, we are live on Facebook, also on YouTube. I know some of you were saying that you're not getting the Facebook. I just checked it, and we are live. I'm not sure what's taking place there. So, caller, good morning.
Mr. Morning.
Morning.
Morning. To be God, First, our little message to send the people. It's not an easy thing to clean up a piece of garden loose and plant up a little produce, and when you come to dig it out and plant it back, it's not a hard thing. It's easy. Yesterday evening, I get a surprise. I just want to make a part in my garden. And boy, man, they got my people and planted back here. It's easy. Trinidad is not an easy thing for you to labor so hard and then to go and to meet this. It's easy. It's easy. People are begging. Not the first time, not the second time, not the third time. Are begging, oh God, from point. Or let's stop doing that now, man. It's a plenty land, vacant, put around. Or you could go and occupy a piece and plant. Go wait till a man does labor hard, put on how much bush and then dig out the mountain and plant it back. And then calling you normal. Hey, what's going boy? Everything cool? It's easy, Bruce. Is that? As a man that say, I client for whoever he say, I kick out that call. Let's stop that. Because from the time you just heard, hey, take measure in the hand, you take going on. putting to prevent it. You could say that we think, man. So I'm just making a call to Trinidad. Oh, yeah. Ease up now, ease up. Ease up the farmers and them. Oh, God, it's not easy, boy.
Yeah, man.
I like to tell you. There's no way on your born day and when you say we're right. Let's come into ease. Now, you have a nice day. We show safe. Everybody morning.
Yeah, man.
It's so important. Just making a call to all these fellas who qualify people saying, all your first updates, man. All your try and plan something.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, you get some minutes and take it. You have a nice.
Yeah, man. Bless up. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, morning. Is that the same farmers when they lick up the tree agriculture bank? So they reaping where they sow because all of them thief the money out the bank and then pay back the government. Right? So that way they reaping now. Yeah, they go and pay back the taxpayer money where all them Indian farmers and some African get and then pay. So that they reaping now. Thank you.
Okay. I guess you know something we don't know, boy. 342-0081-4665-391. Caller, good morning.
Morning, my brother, Bruce.
Hey, morning, brother. How you doing?
I'm okay, man.
Yeah, man.
Bruce, I want to touch on something this morning. Very, very good meeting by the Prime Minister last night. But I want to touch on something this morning, Bruce. Trinidadians, we too deceitful and dishonest. Some of us, we know what is the problem in this country. I hear taxpayers talking about public servants talking about 4% and 4% not enough and so on. You hear what Dr. Rowley explained last night? 2 years, but some plenty all at home. Beside the protective services, majority all at home and running the bank monthly and collecting all their money. Some all they don't want to work, all they not do, all they don't want to do nothing. A man going to work for 2 hours and calling that they pay. When all they do this dishonesty, all they robbing, all their children, future. That is what some of all they're doing in this country. We need to put the shoulders to the wheel. We need to stop being dishonest and work hard and build our country because our nation is a young nation. Right? We cannot be doing this to our own self, shooting ourselves in the foot. And to Anna Roberts, may God have mercy upon you, brother. Bruce, Dr. Alistair. Nice program as usual.
Yeah, man. Bless. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, Buswin, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, Buswin, the Prime Minister was talking about Gary Griffith. But the Prime Minister knew that Gary Griffith came from the bosom of the UNC. And the only reason, in my thought, that he appointed Gary Griffith as the Commissioner of Police is because Gary Griffith had a falling out with the UNC, and there were a lot of high-profile cases surrounding the UNC that needed police intervention, and the Prime Minister thought that, putting Gary Griffith there as the commissioner would have worked in the PNM favor in pursuing cases against the UNC. But when these things had to fall apart, when the email gate was closed and the marijuana case was closed and the Cambridge Analytica case was closed, the Prime Minister get frustrated, so that is when he loses confidence in Gary Griffith. I don't think it has anything to do with firearm user's license, because I want to believe firearm user's license, it had a lot of corruption in that even before Gary Griffith days. So I think that was the reason he had expected Gary Griffith to move ahead and prosecute UNC people. And when he didn't see that happening, that is when he lost confidence. Thank you, Bruce.
Okay, sir. That was our analyst. But I know it wasn't the FULs. It was long before that. And he mentioned those incidents and I guess we weren't paying attention. Caller, good morning.
You see, that's the thing about it. You see the narrative. You see the narrative? And you know, Bruce, that's a big man. And I tell keep talking in Trinidadians and people of African descent, because I don't care. Race is a big factor in all countries.
Mm-hmm.
All countries. I saw a minority Senate professor in the U.S., a white police officer, refused to let him in the college. He let in whites before, and he wouldn't let in the black man. So let's not trivialize race. Central is a fellow's East Indian descent. And we did all that happened there. All that happened there last night. Let Central know. He knows for a fact that the leader not good. Hear what you're talking about. Gary Griffith, and I want people to recall it, the Prime Minister has been in the past dealing with people, not as a UNC supporter. He dealt with people as a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago who has a qualification and a strength, could act for national purpose. He appointed someone in relation to Angostura, all these sort of things. Now, you might sound trivial with what that UNC supporter said, because no matter what you tell them, they don't see a national purpose. They see a UNC purpose. Gary Griffith was, at the time, in the House. Bruce, UNC abstained from supporting Gary Griffith, you know. UNC not good, you know. They abstained. Gary Griffith started very well. Very, very well. Until Gary Griffith started to derail. And I want people to understand, there's no case dealing with. Gary Griffith started to derail. Gary Griffith forget that he was commissioner of police and doing all kind of things. Not only that, you could not speak with him. You could not speak to him. A Prime Minister said there were Westers and Zesters. He told the Prime Minister, he told the Gary Griffith in a mild conversation, listen, deal with that. So the public, Dr. Rowley always deal with the public. His leadership is geared towards the public and the national interest. And told him, hey, deal with it now. Hey, you can summon me as the head of the National Security Council, a forthright commissioner of police with one term, telling me that you can summon me? So let Central whine to decide. You know why? They're so nasty. I always tell people, and I supported Guy Griffith, and I said, one of the only components that could get Guy Griffith destroyed is Gary Griffith's behavior.
Yeah.
Bruce, you could be in Iwer station there, and you could be doing your work well. If your behavior impact on a lot of areas where citizens are being disrespected, Iwer might tell Bruce, we just go down, go there, go, you know. You see behaviors? Behavior is one of the dangerous things. Look at this man, Anil Roberts. Anil Roberts should not be in the Senate. Anil Roberts is a real disgrace to the national population. And I will come up with his behavior. And she has him there. And that's why she can win the election. So let's come back to Gary Griffith. Gary Griffith, there's an officer, a police vehicle, as a civilian escorting, driving a police vehicle, escorting a private citizen with some big truck. And Gary Griffith was in carnage, telling the Prime Minister, I want whatever vehicle, so and so and so and so. And the Prime Minister said, listen, the vehicle auditing the police service. So let people don't get happy, you know. Gary Griffith was operation, but see administration, when I said personally, Gary Griffith need to form cohesion with his other people to get things going. And he wasn't doing that. It was 482 Gary. Bruce, if I'm a commissioner of police, it's 482 Gary, it's 482 senior soup, it's 482 the senior soup from so and so and so. To add cohesion. Gary Griffith was a narcissist and it's about himself. I like the fella, you know, but he lost his way. So Central, don't come with that nonsense and that nastiness that you and the UNC perpetuated. Bruce, thank you. I said enough.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Take care.
Clearly, he wasn't paying attention. Clearly. 342-00814665391. Guys, the Facebook is back up and running. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Bruce.
Good morning, my brother. And how are you this morning?
Boy, I am happy that we could talk about, boy. Bruce, Mr. Morning to TNT. Bruce,
Boy, let me tell you something. I listened to a couple countries. Not a couple, not all was good.
Mm-hmm.
And you seen Analytica turning his head right in our face, eh?
Sure.
Analytica again. Turn the truth into a lie. And a lot of people go believe you. Just keep doing it all the time. And part of the population listening to the lies all the time. They take the truth and they turn it into the lies, and they keep pushing that every day, whether on Facebook or on wherever they're doing it. Like the last caller, they talk about the fella from down there. You're sidestepping the real issue and you're squeezing in something to make you feel, well, Gary Griffith was dishonest. No, he broke the law. He broke the law. He cannot sit down and talk with his bosses. He feels like he's eating. And I done with he right there. And I like Miss Jenny bring back a memory to me this morning. When was Dr. Rowley who pumped $5 million to restart Caroni? When Caroni did mash up, Dr. Rowley was the man, you know. Pumped the $5 million. And, you know, they're so ungrateful, they won't even say thanks. That and all they ain't going to say thanks for, you know. And in less than a week, the same $5 million just blow in the wind, you know. They know where it went. $5 million because my old man, we used to plant cane, you know. I talking from a cane farmer perspective. I used to load cat and we used to see about cane too. But we up in the East, we didn't get nothing either from them. You understand what I'm saying? And them fellas get all the land, they get everything down there from EU. And what they did, they take land that was prepared for them under Patrick for building, for planting. They didn't do nothing. They put in new clause, they sell property, they building on top of it house and everything. And today I hear them staying fellas walking with placards. What you going to do with agriculture? Dr. William bring ram goat and he bring goat from all Australia by the truckload. Pangola grass, he build house all in Valencia, he give men animal and buy this. All of that these people get from Dr. William time come back and the man saying they are not to celebrate. Because them wipe out everything that people there go a foundation there for them. You understand?
Yeah.
And I listened to this. I mean, Miss Chuchela, what they call that lady? So Chuchela going and telling America to sanction Trinidad and Tobago for doing the thing that is right. You following a man Guaido who never fight an election to throw out a legally elected president. No, I find, and once again, when we building the boat and them and all, from Australia, you write in Australia, the attorney there to tell them it have corruption between Trinidad and Tobago government and Australia. They have to put you in your place. And where call this squirrel man went and do that too, you know. Wait, man, this squirrel man, he is the one went with them too. And trying to overthrow, and I don't know how you want to overthrow Trinidad and Tobago government for doing the right thing, and then you have people who say that they have certificate and they are doctor, they lawyer, and following that lady to overthrow the same government you have, a legal government, and you doing all the wrong things. The time is going to come when you're going to see all who name going up on the board for what they did from 2010. And you're going to come right back and you're going to see all who bank book overflowing, and we go catch them. God is fully in charge of this country and not them. It's God is in charge. Bruce, you have a nice day. Reach home safe. Dominic, Lady Sharon, all you have a good day. Peace for all other callers and listeners. Have a peaceful day.
Yeah, man. Take care.
Yeah, brother.
Caller, good morning.
Uncle Bruce, me again.
Yeah, man.
Right. Let me talk about that. Central, I like you this morning. Maybe some of the listeners they understand what to say. You, Central, have now admitted that there were lots of high-profile cases during that came up after the UNC left office of things that they did. And the President Prime Minister, my Dr. Keith Rowley, he tried to use Gary Griffith as a neutral man because he's a man like that, inclusion. If a man is good, in spite of whatever affiliation he has, he used that person. But Gary Griffith was deceitful and he's an ungrateful guy. So that is why the Prime Minister would have found him in that way and went, silent where he's concerned. Because it proved itself after the kind of things that Gary Gifford said after he was his term has ended, his contract. The kind of behavior shows you that he was a double crosser. But the Prime Minister didn't see him that way in front. He thought he would have been a neutral man and do what he has to do. So, Central, what you have done is agreed that there were cases that was what to call it? There were actions that were and things that were committed, by the UNC that was unlawful, if I should use that word, and it was to be investigated by the Commissioner of Police, and he did not do it. Purposely, he did not do it because he was part of them. And that is what, because it was blatant there, and it shows there, live sport, and all his email gate, everything, and he come out and talk rubbish after, and want to disrespect the Prime Minister, and feel that he's bigger than the Prime Minister. That is why he's nowhere now. You can't even hear him. Because what he's doing, as somebody right, that he's staging a boat ride to get money to campaign for his party that he come up with. So this essentially, you're quite right. It shows, it really, really shows that there was so much wrongdoings in the UNC. So that is why.
So I'm getting ready to get out of the hot seat in just a little bit. Caller, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yes. You see, Pangula grass, man talk about the Wallafield because I grew up Wallafield. And elephant grass wasn't going good. And when they get it, and these people will chop from Central, come up and thief out all the Pangula grass and carry down there. Yeah, because the government pay people to plant it, right, in Wallafield. And these people, when they chop and take out all and carry down there. Wallafield hardly a Pangula grass now.
Okay.
And that we go with them. And thief and dishonest.
Caller, good morning. Hello, morning.
Bruce.
Hey, mother, morning.
Just hold on, let me turn this. No, anything. I heard somebody was making a thing saying that Dr. Oli took Gary for something because of something. I want him to know is the commission who chose Gary. And of course, he's the Prime Minister. And then I guess he had word to say, all right, yes or no, or give a reason for something. Yeah, Gary can't try case, and he ain't want to know about case and all this sort of thing. For say he go take Gary for do case and work on case for him. Another thing, when they want to march and want to have their problems, they always bring real poor people. If when they're working for their big money and they're getting everything, I wonder how much poor people they used to give a little pound of sugar and flour. But now they want to get what they want, using the word poor to make people feel it's poor people are doing it for. And let me stop them from making us poorer, because the more they keep talking about poor people, we got to stay poor. Look, them union, I don't hear anything that they give out hamper or anything to the poor people. Now you talk about poor people and they can't buy children and send children to school. How much school books all you ever give any children? When all you want something for yourself, all you want to use for. The government does it about poor people. Children does get money. They have social money. Even some of them talking there, know where they ain't get nothing for how much years of independence. Give back the pension you're getting is Dr. Eric Williams, who give us the pension, old age pension. Eh? So thank God for that one if you didn't think about anything else that you didn't get. Okay, bye.
So I am getting ready to get out of this hot seat. Yes. Caller, good morning.
Good morning again.
Morning.
It never calypso by Lord by a rich man, poor man. All them who poor, they play rich guys, the fellas, all kind of. And the people have plenty money playing for the country, poor people, and we suffering. Anytime a man thinks suffering, they have plenty money.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Play that tune to me, rich man, poor man. Because look how much money they're making with that thing. When you check that money, Bruce, if you pay out $1 million to the staff, there are 8 staff and stuff according to all your seen yesterday. They still end up with plenty money. 6 months to fix obstructor area. With the obstructing everything. 6 months, the money they're making. That money could last about 5 years without even self listen and nail again. All you're playing the fool, Miss Camilla Posad, the Cesar. This country is a country for everybody. You know, together we aspire, together we achieve. Listen to that word now. Together we aspire, together. Why you trying to mash up the country? People are poor. Princess Town and Separia. All you don't study that lady. Let us build this country for everybody. For everybody, this is a model nation. Why only want to step, only not in, taking part in independence business, all you want to mash up everything, all you want to mash up. So I mean, some of all you, Ms. Camilla puts that business, move aside and let somebody be a good opposition. Let this country be built properly, please. We're begging you. Oh God, we're not going to anything a press conference to talk about Dr. Rowley sheep. Wait not. You and your crew are gone.
Caller, good morning. I lost it. Call me back. Caller, good morning.
Bruce, and what Mano saying there, Mano is not only about replacing an opposition leader, it's about trying to change the culture of nationalism or embed it, try with UNC supporters and some of these people who believe that just changing the leaders would solve the problem. You have to change the conversation on nationalism because a lot of UNC supporters living in areas in the agricultural sector, they're suffering, you know. You know why? Because there are a lot of revenue, if agreed to in the parliament, because Kamala only pushing them ahead, they want to destroy poor people, not knowing that she's using non-support for her personal gain, you know. The former prime minister can have a pension and an opposition leader's salary that is beyond all those people suffering in all Barrackpore and all those places, you know, not knowing that because PNM lead from a national level, the regional corporations stand to lose millions by Kamala Prasad not supporting Dr. Rowley's and the policy in the parliament, you know. So all you feel is all in interest, is their personal interest, and they're suffering all you. So Mano is not about her alone, you know, or replacing her, you know. It's about her people too.
Caller, good morning.
Yeah, Bruce, good morning.
Morning.
I'd like to remind, I'd like to remind Manu, I think HDC looking for you, né? Thank you.
Caller, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, morning. Okay, nothing there. Caller, good morning.
Good morning again, sir.
Yeah, man, morning.
Yeah, so I like to, I will like to say what they call it before. We ain't poor. We might be a little like we're disenfranchised, but we don't get the opportunity that other people have. But we are not poor. And I want people to stop saying, because the more you say it, the more you go believe it. We are not poor. People in Mova, Lavantil, and saying we are not poor. We have what we need to survive day by day, and we live by that. So don't let these politicians tell you about the Prime Minister not seeing about poor people in Mova and Lavantil, and these men like Watson, Duke, and all of them come and say, we are not poor, we don't need your bread. We don't need your bread, we can make our own bread. We are not poor. We are thing with all the influence, we're all giving some of the influence to the youths and them to do things that they're not supposed to do. And I'm not going to mention it. But we are not poor. I watch a big screen TV. I eat anything I want to eat. I do what I want to do. And a lot of people in my area do that. But they are just throwing out little scrum for these people, these younger people who could be influenced to do what they want them to do. And then throw it back and say that, hey, look at how they live in, black people killing black people. All right, yeah, black people killing black people because on the East-West corridor is only black people living there. So who will kill who? When all they give them weapons to do what they have to do, who will kill who? We could go in tomorrow and kill white people. Them are the guns. So black people will kill black people and the drugs will always sell closer to the city because that's how you make money. Thanks.
And with that, guys, that's all the time I have for today. It was a pleasure being in your company. It was a pleasure having you in mind. Let me see if I can take a quick call. Caller, good morning.
Good morning again. Central, leave Mr. Mano alone. Mr. Mano just call and say where he living and whatever. If HDC looking for him, they know. I sure they know where to find him. How you know HDC looking for him? All of you all who is south of the colony, you know who looking for there. You know who looking for there. Leave Mr. Mano alone and have some manners.
So that's my time for today. As I said, it was a pleasure being in your company. It was a pleasure having you in mind. Remember to stay safe out there. COVID is still in the air. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Please go out with Dominic and then on Friday with Sharon. So, ciao.
views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Reggae Rock Sundays featuring MC Duke and Selector Kutchi present Reggae and Rockers. On board the Embassy Yacht on September 24th, Republic Night. Boarding 10 p.m. and sailing at 11 p.m. at the Hyatt Waterfront in Port of Spain. Get your reggae groove on. With top DJs, Selector Kutchi, Bruce Wayne, TC, and Heavy Duty. Early bird tickets cost $150. After that, you pay more, $175. For tickets, call Selector Kutchi at 777-7909.